tuned in to Frankyrose's Crime Updates. You are now tuned in to Frankyrose's Crime Updates.
Let's switch to suspense. Let's switch to suspense.
You are now tuned in to Frankyrose's Crime Updates. Crime Updates. You are now tuned in to Frankyrose's Crime Updates.
Good day, friends. I hope you're doing well. It's Frankyrose. Welcome to my channel. Well, today I thought maybe we would go through some of the Dylan Rounds information, and we'll go through Candace's new interview that she's put out, and I'll probably start with that. And then I'm probably just going to babble and try and kind of give an update as far as what's happened the past while, which really hasn't been a whole bunch as far as we know, which is one of Candace's complaints. So let's do this. So Fox 13 reported that after a criminal search came up short, the family of Dylan Rounds is demanding change in who handles their son's case. The 19-year-old from Idaho was last heard from over Memorial Weekend and last seen near his property in Lucin, Utah. Dylan's family is fed up with the investigation on this case. Let somebody with bigger guns handle it because it's just not going anywhere, said Candace Cooley, which of course is Dylan's mom. Dylan's parents are asking the Box Elder County Sheriff's Office to relinquish lead on this case and hand it over to the state or to the FBI. Candace Cooley claims that the county released important clues that were meant to stay confidential, then also said that she has not heard from the sheriff in over 2 months. We didn't even know that Box Elder issued a search warrant for Elko to execute on Brenner's property in Montello, and we've been screaming to get that done, she said. Candace Cooley is talking about Jamesbrenner, of course, the Nevada man the county named a suspect. He is currently on trial for the federal firearms charges. This past Monday, the Elko County Sheriff's Office and the Box Elder Sheriff's Office and Search and Rescue obtained a search warrant for a parcel of land in Nevada owned by Jamesbrenner. Investigators used cadaver dogs, drones, archaeology, excavation procedures, and no evidence was found. You know, you get your hopes up so high that they're going to find something, but at this point we're at 2.5 months into this and not much for updates. So Fox 13 News visited the Sheriff's Department in hopes of getting more information, but the office has yet to comment on their investigation into the Dylan's disappearance. They said the office told Fox 13 News that no one was available. I don't believe they have the resources, and I don't believe they're utilizing the resources they could take, Candace Cooley has said. The FBI is already assisting on this case, but they're not the lead investigators, so there's not much they can do. Box Elder County owes us the decency to tell us what is going on. So yeah, that is what she put out not long ago. The family is getting frustrated Can you imagine? I mean, we don't hear much, and they're hearing as little as we are, which I don't feel is proper. I think that they are deserving of some kind of updates. Maybe not important things like certain searches when they're going to happen, but at least some courtesy calls to keep them involved and up to date. So James Brenner, he's that guy that was squatting, they say, next to the grain shed where Dylan's boots were found, and the grain shed that he was putting his grain truck into because the rain was coming. He had mentioned that to his grandmother in the morning, which happened to be the last call that Dylan received or made himself by the looks of things. There is a little bit of confusion as to whether or not the grandmother called or Dylan called, but ultimately I don't think that's huge. Law enforcement should know what's going on with that, and that's just one of those little details that we don't need to know, but we do know that contact was made, and that was the last of it. So James Brenner is in jail because he has had 2 attempted murder charges brought against him. I have no idea why this guy is out and about and squatting in the middle of a desert, but yeah, that's what he's been doing. So when the cops started doing their searches and what have you, he supposedly took his guns to Don H. And after a few days, Don H turned in 2 of the 3 guns, but didn't tell them right away about the 3rd one because he thought legally it should be his. I don't know. I guess that's desert thoughts. I don't know. I don't know. So Don, he has not been considered any kind of suspect. I don't know if they've checked him out or not, but the family seems quite confident that he has nothing to do with this. So you got Chase Venstra that they also have in jail on previous charges. His name's been brought up lots. I don't know if he's involved, but yeah, he's in the Huskow, same thing, a warrant. We've got Kurt Wadsworth. His name is out there all the time, and he is the supposed friend of Dylan that Dylan possibly could have been staying with in Montello. He had, or has, I suppose, a big trailer that has access to shower water and what have you, and it didn't sound like Dylan had access to that water, but I don't know about the heated and shower. So there's that. And then we've got, there's people out there that are just beyond strange. We've heard about the people that drive around policing the area. Kurt Wadsworth has admitted to being part of that. We've also heard of people that have been camping out there, just out there with their families, relaxing, and people going by and shooting at them or in their vicinity. Kurt doesn't say that he's involved in that, of course, just says that he polices the area and watches tweakers. But I'm not sure if it's a case of tweakers watching tweakers at this point. So we know that the bar has been brought up a fair amount, the Saddle Sore, and that is run by the Wadsworth. Okay, so that property is owned by a woman. I think her first name is Elaine. I can't remember. I think her son is also named Dylan. I do believe, from my understanding, they own that property and the Wadsworth rent it. But I've also heard that it's only open once a week, so I don't know. I do believe that bar is possibly a little bit shady. So the grandparents have not come out to speak. We don't hear a lot from Justin right now, and Candace Cooley seems to have slowed down a little bit, but her Facebook page does seem very accurate. I tried to get some pictures for this feed, and I couldn't get through the sea of sunflowers. People are doing this in celebration of Dylan's 20th birthday, which was a while back. his parents were giving out packets of these sunflowers for people to plant. And then people also bought their own. And literally, I could not get to pictures. I was on here for probably 5 minutes looking at sunflowers and gave up on looking. So yeah, very strange area. Something will come out of this. I do believe somebody's gonna talk, because I don't just think the person that did this is the only one that knows. It's going to be very difficult to locate him without anybody saying anything. That area is massive, and it's full of deep, deep mine shafts. Around the Montello area alone, I read that there was over 7,000, and some are so deep that the gases are coming up. I mean, you better send your canary in there before you try it. So I think for now, this is probably all I'm going to do at this point. I want to do a little bit more deep diving and see if I can get a little bit more information. But like I said, it hasn't been abundant the last while. So hopefully that means that they're being quiet because things are moving on their end. We can only hope. Maybe Brenner, maybe Chase, maybe Robert, maybe one of them is going to talk or is talking. If that's the case, there is a possibility of locating Dylan. But like I said, without someone starting to spill the beans, it's going to be hard. There's going to be very, very little left. And sadly, you know, there's lots of wild animals around there that can do damage to remains. So anyways, friends, for now, that is what I have. I appreciate you being here, of course. I'd love to know your thoughts on what has been going on with this case. Do you think that law enforcement has made any headway? Do you think we're stale at this point? Let me know in the comments. And if you get the chance as you're heading out, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd love to have you join the team. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you a bunch. And I will see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.